Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn about views and materialized views in Synapse dedicated SQL pool. So what exactly is the view? A view is a saved SQL select query that simplifies access to complex queries or joins. Views that do not store data, they run the underlying query every time they are called. So let's take a look here where we are creating a regular view, and we are going to show the latest 100 sale records from for the easy access. So here you have this select query. Once you have the select query, it is very easy to create the view. So here in this select query, we are saying top 100 and then list of the columns from DBO sale fact table. This table does exist in our dedicated SQL pool database right here. So if I go to the tables and I'm going to see this table right here. And then once we can go ahead and actually execute this query. But one of the benefit if you have written, let's say, select query with the joins or even simple select query, and every time you have to run it, either you have to save this query in some file system and then copy paste from there and run it. By creating view, actually it will create this definition and it will save right here under the views tab. And once you will create this view, it's going to be available to you all the time. So go right there and then you can refresh and simply you will see the view. Now you don't have to remember the query, what was the query inside. You can always say, go right here and say select top 100 rows or top or everything from this view. So then it will become very easy for you to access the data. Once you run this query, whatever the logics you have, maybe you have joins under it, aggregates and all those kind of things, you don't have to worry what exactly is the query running under this view. But from this it is going to get to the list of the column at the end that you have in your select query. So you can see that it is returning us the data. So if I want to create another view, maybe with the some different changes, so I can do that. Let's say if I will say this is my second view, and here I want to maybe instead of order by sales date and select all the columns, maybe I want to only select a few columns. Maybe I am not interested to show the quantity and the sale date and all that to the other users. So in this case, I can create with this 2 or 3 columns, and then this will save this definition right there. So if I go back here, and I'm going to have another view right there. So let me refresh. So this also helps in security when you don't want to show columns such as SSN or first name, last name, phone numbers and all that to all the users. You can create the views and don't give them permission on all the tables. Instead of give them the permission on those views so they can read the data from there. So in this view, if we select top, it is only showing us 3 columns that we have provided in the underlying select query. So you right there, you can see that. So this is great, but every time you run this select query on the view, what happen? It runs the query underlying the definition what you have right there. So every time we will select the data from this view, it's going to run this query, right? Now, sometime you might have aggregated data. So let's say here in this query, you see that we have aggregated data. We are taking count, we are doing sum, and then we are grouping by the customer ID. So now think if I will create the view for this type of query, it's going to maybe run for 5 minutes and then create the results. In this type of scenario, what you can do, you can create the materialized view. And what are the materialized view? Here is the definition. So a materialized view stores the result set of a query physically, and it improves performance by pre-computing joins and aggregation. In Synapse, the materialized views are automatically refreshed in the background. So see, if I will create the view for this query, what's going to happen? All the results that it is returning, they will be physically saved. So in this case, if you see right there, we have customer ID, total order and total quantity. These results will be physically saved. So next time if I will run a select query from this view, it will not run this entire query. Actually, it will go ahead and get me these results which are pre-calculated. And what happen if more records are inserted into this table, then on the background the Synapse will automatically refresh these results and save them as a physically records. This process will keep going. So whenever I will come back and try to execute select query, it's not gonna start running the query for me, but only give me the saved records which are pre-calculated already. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna go ahead and create the materialized view. Materialized view is very simple to create. In the same way, you say create a materialized view and then provide the name of the view, then say with the distribution hash column ID, and you are providing the distribution for this materialized view. Then you say as, and then use the query, select query you have. So let's go ahead and execute this, and now it is executed, and our view is created. And now simply I can go ahead and select the data from here, and that data is right there. So now we are all good. Let's go to the view here and refresh, and you can see that I have this 3 views created, and this is my materialized view. Now let's take a look. We have here dbo.fact sale table on which we have created the materialized view by using this select query. Now think about the scenario where you are inserting more records in this table. So each time you're going to insert the records in this table, I'm using the same table actually to insert. So whatever is in the table, I'm taking all the records and inserting, and then you can run the view. So what's happened under the hood, it is pre-calculating. So once the records are inserted, then Synapse is going to go ahead and calculate the values by using this query and save the results. So you will see, even I have inserted a large amount of number in case, but this will be pre-calculated. It will be very quick to when I will run the query from materialized view, it will return me records right away because it pre-calculate those results and save them physically. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.